Hi everyone, greetings from National Skills Network, and we are continuing with our series on various states and the skill development initiatives and schemes that they have along with entrepreneurship promotion. So it's in this series that we have already published few states, and I'm very glad to tell you that most of the videos have got positive responses, and we also get messages from the viewers saying they were really helpful. I'm so glad to know that. So today we are continuing with Haryana. Okay, let me get started by telling you about how I got connected with Panipat in Haryana as a child. In Hyderabad, we have an industrial exhibition which is held every year, and lot of people from Panipat come and put up the stalls of various furnishings, bed sheets, blankets, pillow covers, and many other things. And I think all of us used to purchase these things every year, and that's how we learnt about the textile industry in Panipat. Well, not just the textile. Haryana has so many other industries, and it is a very unique balance of agriculture and industry as a state, because both are doing excellently well and also contributing to the economy. And another important story from Haryana for me is the story of Maruti. This is the book which taught me a lot about the story of Maruti and how Haryana underwent a drastic change in terms of automotive manufacturing when Maruti Udyog was set up, and how it disrupted automotive industry in India is known to all of us. And it also gives us an interesting snippet into how Gurugram or Gurgaon came up. Let me just read a couple of lines. It was difficult to imagine that only 28 years ago, back in 1981, Gurgaon was just a small town in a largely rural state of Haryana, set amid a flat, dusty and barren landscape. Today, who can imagine Gurgaon to be like that several years ago? So you see, this is the story which disrupted the industry, and today, at present, we know how advanced the industrial landscape is in Haryana. So let's go ahead and understand more about various other industries, what could be the skilling requirements, and how entrepreneurship is being promoted in Haryana, and much more about the state and how you can be a part of these initiatives in the state without waiting for an EOI or an RFP to be floated by the government, but you taking the initiative and being proactive and contributing to the evolving skilling ecosystem in India. Now let's look at various opportunities, various initiatives and schemes that are available in Haryana. In case you want to join any of these initiatives, implement the schemes, or start something on your own, there are many opportunities, and especially in the area of skilling and entrepreneurship promotion, because the state presents a very interesting mix of various types of industries, right from agriculture to manufacturing to IT, ITES and others. So let's go ahead and understand various initiatives, and also look at few details that can help us in appreciating the initiatives that are launched, and various gaps that exist in terms of providing the skilled human resources to the industry, and also for people who want to have their own startups in a state, which is a very interesting amalgamation of various types of industries, and it has 22 districts, and in fact the districts also have their own very specific industries. So that's the beauty of Haryana. Right from IT, ITES and ESDM, which is into electronics, and then automobile, renewable energy, textiles, agro-based food processing, horticulture, leather, handloom, recycling, and there's so many industries. This a small state, I think, has every industry that you can think of, and it has a long history also of all these industries, like for example, manufacturing, auto manufacturing. If you look at it, You can look at, pioneering brands like Maruti and others. Then there are ITES. When you walk down Gurgaon, anywhere, you see a lot of ITES companies. Faridabad is all manufacturing and auto. So, and then Panipat is textiles. So like this, even the districts have their own unique industries and mostly into MSMEs. Now, a few headlines, as we always do, to understand what exactly is happening in the state right now. So one of the interesting headlines I wish to share is the recent Republic Day parade, which happened on 26th January, had this beautiful tableau which was showing, depicting the sports policies of the state. As you all know, we have many gold medalists and several award winners, medal winners from sports, right from the days of Kapil Dev in cricket to today, javelin throw, and of course, wrestling, you name it. Haryana has a lot of sports people, and the government is also taking many initiatives. This also means there is scope for skilling and training all these young people who want to get into sports. And other headlines, for instance, there was this news about how entrepreneurs who passed out of ITIs are to be honored by the Haryana government. Isn't this something really unique and remarkable? Because a lot of ITI students set up their own enterprises and they need a lot of recognition. And who knows, they can become the role model for other youth and, help them understand what they want to do and maybe set up their own enterprises. So this is something really unique and remarkable. Besides this, Haryana being a very agri-rich kind of a state, there was this launch of Krishi kiosk, which was like an information kiosk giving a lot of information on schemes, funding, etc. for agripreneurs and agriculturists. And so you look at agriculture, which is such a traditional industry, now coming to drones. So Haryana has this real wide range, a very versatile kind of a state it is. Haryana being the home for all Maruti vehicles, Maruti is going to start its third plant in Haryana. So that's a big remarkable news. And this is a big news for the auto industry as well. But besides this, the district Faridabad in Haryana is home to other heavy vehicle industries also, which could be like the earth movers, the forklifts, and various other tractors and other kind of vehicles. So you have brands like Escorts, you have India Yamaha, then have Havels, JCB India, Indian Oil, Larsen and Toubro, Whirlpool, ABB Group, Goodyear, Bata. You name it, then there are so many of them. So you can imagine Haryana to be a very industry-rich kind of a state. Now coming to skilling, when you try to analyze and understand the state from the skilling perspective, Haryana has, I think, a very good ecosystem of skilling. What I mean to say here is that right from school level vocational education initiatives and programs to university, the Haryana Vishwakarma Skill University is one of its kind, and I think the first government skill university in India. Besides that, there are other things like one specialized skilling portal you have for skilling in horticulture. I don't think there are many states in India which focus so much on skill-based training. So you see Haryana has very interesting programs at various levels, and incidentally, the vocational education portal for the school level is called NSQF. So you see the importance that is being given to NSQF levels as well. We'll go into the details of some of these as we go ahead. And if you wish to know more about Haryana and district level skill gaps, you can refer to this report, which was launched quite a few years ago, but then most of it is still relevant today, even though it's more than 10 years. This is the report from NSDC. I will take you through some of the pages in this report a little later. So this is one resource for you if you want to learn more about Haryana. Now coming to few industries besides the auto industry like Maruti and other brands, and also the other manufacturing industries that are there in Haryana. Haryana is very well known for textiles, for furnishings, and Panipat being the textile city, which is globally known as textile city, has a lot of MSME and small units where a lot of employment is also generated there. It has about 30,000 units. So you can imagine how large the sizes of this industry. And incidentally, because of this industry, concentration there, there are also initiatives like the Export Promotion Bureau to be set up in Haryana for textiles. And NIFT is going to set up one of the handloom design resource centers in Haryana. So this is one among the 10 handloom design resource centers that are coming up. One of them will come up in Panipat, Haryana. And interestingly, in Panipat, you also have something known as the recycling industry for all kinds of clothing, especially woolen, which are discarded and rejected and brought from various other countries, which is turned into something known as Shoddy yarn. And this yarn is recycled and made into all kinds of furnishings and blankets, and maybe some woolens which are, given away to people who live in very cold regions. So this is another interesting aspect of Panipat and in Haryana. So isn't that something unique? And now coming to the startup policy of the state, like many other states, Haryana also has its startup policy to promote entrepreneurship. And you can go to the portal and check out what kind of policies are there, what kind of support can be expected from the government. Like you see, this is the portal called Startup Haryana, where you get a lot of information about the policy, the entire ecosystem support, where they have networks for incubating, for mentoring, for getting investments and funding, and various other activities that are needed to promote entrepreneurship in the state. Now coming back to skilling from entrepreneurship, because I always try to link skilling and entrepreneurship. Now in skilling, like many other states, Haryana has its own state skill development mission. You can check out the website, and skilling is also a part of Haryana State Rural Livelihoods Mission. But unfortunately on the website, we couldn't find a lot of information about skilling, like programs which are generally offered by SRLMs, like DDU, GKY, and so on. And besides this, they also have an NSTI in Panipat. This NSTI is for women. As you may be aware, NSTI trains the instructors of ITIs, and this is especially for women. And they have a lot of courses which are offered under the CITS scheme, that is Crafts Instructor Training Scheme. So you can check out the website by going to this particular page. Now, another interesting aspect, and something which is on the creative art and craft side, I'm sure most of you have heard of Surajkund Mela. This used to happen very regularly till COVID struck, and this is one of the unique fairs, a Mela, which is conducted annually, which attracts people all across the world, many visitors, and a lot of business happens, and a lot of craftsmen, handicrafts, artisans and others get an opportunity to display their stuff and also do good business. So this is something which is unique again about the states. Let's look at a few important websites which will give you first-hand authentic information in case you wish to learn more, or in case you wish to engage with any of the programs and initiatives that the state is offering. This is the Skill Development and Industrial Training portal or website from the government of Haryana. What is interesting here, of course, is a lot of information that's available in terms of the courses that are available for ITIs, that is under the Craftsman Training Scheme, and CITS, and many other courses, and a lot of details regarding the syllabus, the curriculum, and so on. But also there are some very interesting facts which are shared here about the ITI ITIs, and there is a lot of information about the trades that are offered under the ITIs, and how Haryana has had a long history of technical training and education. That's what one learns when you spend time on this website. So this is a very highly informative website, and I recommend everybody to visit this website and spend some time on it. And the second one is something which is very different and kind of uniquely placed. When we were trying to analyze and understand what is happening in Haryana, we came across this website on skill horticulture. It's a very specialized kind of a website which is giving you information only under horticulture, but the kind of detailing they have done, it's simply amazing. Look at the kind of courses, look at the syllabus, look at all the programs they have. I think this is something so very uniquely done that whoever is interested in horticulture will really find it as a blessing to get so many courses, under one portal. So do spend some time and understand what is happening here. And also a lot of courses are being offered, in collaboration with Agriculture Skill Council of India. So there is a strong skilling angle built into the courses. So this is the skill horticulture, which is called kaushal.hotharyana.gov.in. And next is the skilling portal of Haryana, which is, I think, like an LMIS, where you're getting some labor management information kind of, stuff here, where you see the kind of people who are trained, who are candidates who are trained, and also the training centers and courses available for all these admissions and various other reports. May not be completely on the lines of LMIS, but information pertaining to skilling is all under one roof. And this portal was recently launched by the government of Haryana. Now, this is the interesting website which I was talking about in my introduction, Vocational Education Haryana. This is called nsqfharyana.in. And what interested me most here was I was going through all these the sub pages, and the interesting part was this. When I went to this guest lecture section, I found that they have a repository of hundreds of people, teachers rather, who have been exposed to industry, who are experts. I think all their names are listed with various qualifications and so on. Like I was saying earlier, Haryana has always pioneered school level vocational education through their government higher secondary schools. So, and these are some of the, areas, industry sectors in which they have designed their curriculum, and the experts are also available under all these categories. So when you have some time, do visit this repository. It has a lot of names of people. In case you want to reach out to some of them, you can. So besides this, this portal really has a wealth of information. It has good directory and other information which can help you to learn more about the school level vocational education system in Haryana. Now coming to the NSTI, which is National Skill Training Institute for Women, which is in Panipat. Here you have information about the CITS courses, which is for instructors of ITIs, and other latest technology courses which are being offered by NSTI. And interestingly, this NSTI is located in Panipat, and Panipat is the textile hub of Haryana and plays a very important role in the textile landscape of not only Haryana, but the entire country. Now, this is the report which is from NSDC, which I was showing you earlier. So when you come to this report, you can see it has a lot of pages. So you can search and go to particular sections where you want more information. Like I was trying to see what are the industries where you have a lot of skill gaps, or where the skill resource requirements might come, so there are a few pages like that which might quickly interest you. And strangely, for this report, somehow the font is not very clear. The print is very light, so you might have to bear with it, but then it's a very wealthy resource. So do spend some time on this particular report from NSDC, which is on district level skilling district level skill gaps in Haryana. Okay, so these are the contents. So this is district-wide skill gap study, which was done quite a few years ago, but as I said, most of it is still relevant. Now, we were also trying to understand about industries and commerce in Haryana, and believe me, the portal here has again very rich information pertaining to various policies, and also policies for startups, policies for MSMEs, again connecting it with skilling. So spend some time on this particular website, which is the Department of Industries and Commerce, Haryana. And next, Startup Haryana, in case you are interested to learn more about the startup ecosystem and you wish to somehow get connected with this, if you are interested, do check out this website as well. Now coming back to the skill development mission of the state, they have a dedicated website which gives you information about the ongoing courses, the ongoing batches, kinds of courses, what are the schemes under which the courses are available, the number of students trained, and various other information and reports which are made available here. And now coming to the Rural Livelihoods Mission, we didn't find a lot of information on skilling, but then you can always spend some time on the portal here, which is about Haryana State Rural Livelihoods Mission. You can go to various reports and other information and get an idea about what exactly is happening. Because while I was browsing through this, I also found some information about the meeting which they had for implementation of DDU GKY courses, and also some district level programs for rural skilling and various other things. So you might have to spend some time and dedicate it for learning about the Rural Livelihoods Mission. So with this, we close the presentation, and all the information we gathered and we understood, we thought we will share with you. But before I sign off, here's a request to all of you: do subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any notifications. It would be really nice to have you in our network, be a part of the network, and various portals and other information that we shared here. The links for all these will be made available in the web version of this presentation, which will be published on our website, and the link for this will be given in the description box. So do check out the description box and look for the details and be in touch with us. So happy learning about Haryana, one of the beautiful states of India. So go explore more about Haryana, learn, and do your best to help the state in skilling and promote entrepreneurship in the way you can. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye, and I'll be in touch with you. Thank you. Bye.